The district is celebrating Second Chance Month, a nationwide initiative to uplift returning citizens and help them reclaim their place in society. The Bowser administration is using April to spotlight resources for these groups. Lamont Kerr is executive director of the mayor's office on returning citizen affairs. He's here to share more about their series of events. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I know we've talked about this before, but just for those who aren't familiar, what are some of the biggest challenges that returning citizens face?
So typically people say housing and employment, but one that most goes unnoticed is fear, right? A lot of times you have individuals who go to prison at very young ages and then come home to this whole new world where they're expected to be adults, go out and find a job, go do this, and a lot of them have never had that experience, so it's kind of intimidating. So I would say the top three is housing, employment, and trying to overcome that fear.
So now D.C. government getting involved because they obviously understand the threshold that needs to be met for these returning citizens in terms that they have to overcome, actually. How is government helping? How can residents help?
Well, government is helping in a major way. D.C. is probably the most progressive place in the nation. It was the first of its kind to have an office like mine, the mayor's office on returning citizens affairs, and the mayor pushes me to push my staff to make sure that we're meeting the needs of D.C. returning citizens as well as other government agencies. And so one is probably the top 10 employer, but two, all of the government agencies work together, try to help make sure that second chance is a real second chance. And the way that community can be of help is taking a chance on our people, right? In terms of hiring, training programs, other kinds of services that, I mean, returning citizens need the same thing that regular residents need, right? We're always trying to figure out how do we find our lane inside of our community and be pillars of our community and financially be able to take care of ourselves and our families. And so the mayor is leading that charge and making sure that real second chances are happening in D.C.
So specifically, what events are happening this month?
So this month, I'm just going to give you the ones that we're doing.
That's okay. I know there are a lot.
We start off with, we partner with Jobs Not Guns, and it's on the 9th. And then we have an authors talk where we're featuring 3 returning citizen authors that take place at the Lamont Ridge Library on the 10th. And then on the 18th, we have a clothing pop-up at my agency. And then later on that day at the Deanwood Recreation Center, we're having a round table. And then on the 23rd is the finale at D.C. Armory from 10 to 2 p.m. We're having the Welcome Home Expo for returning citizens. And on that day, we will feature service providers, everything from the Department of Health, some of the things that returning citizens need to get that start. And then we have panels. We have returning citizens, small business owners that's going to be showcased there. So it's going to be a fun-filled day with returning citizens being able to connect to resources that's going to help move them on that pathway to the middle class. But it's not just limited to returning citizens. We're asking family and friends to come so they can get that information for even our loved ones that's still incarcerated so they'll know the opportunities that exist. And so the mayor is leading the charge on that and pushing my agency to make sure that real second chances continue to happen in the district.
Well, you certainly are an effective spokesperson. I haven't done much with Morca, but I have done different events with returning citizens, and I know how powerful their stories can be of having a second chance and really proving to be quality and just powerful assets to the community. If someone wants to get involved very quickly, can they still get involved in the activities this month, and what do they need to do?
All they got to do is reach out to us at OCRA, OCRA.dc.gov, and that is how you get in contact with us. But if you're a returning citizen, all you got to do is show up at my agency at 2100 MLK Junior Avenue, Suite 100, and we there to serve you.
I just wish you were more enthusiastic about this. Lamont Kerr, it has been a pleasure speaking with you. With your enthusiasm and what you all are doing through the mayor's office and your office, you know, this is a winning opportunity and really making a difference in the DMV. Appreciate you.
That's what we're here for, and we appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you.